Steve and Vicki are going to pass out turtles and daisies. The turtles are a reminder to finish strong, which I'll talk about, and the daisies are a reminder to enjoy your journey. There should be plenty. If there's some stuff in your life that's not here that needs a reminder to finish strong and enjoy the journey, you can grab one for them also if they know some stuff that really needs that. I am Serena Esquiwa, also known as Mama Man Award. I am a survivor. I battle depression on a daily basis. I am an athlete. When people look at me and say, you're not an athlete, I don't have the standard, typical athlete body. There is no athlete body. Don't let anyone ever fool you. There's no such thing as an athlete's body. It's a mindset. And people consider I am an inspiration. I have a tendency to get excited. I talk fast. So if I start doing that, flag me down, somebody, please, or else I'll just keep going faster and faster. So please remember that. I do have a disclaimer. People are going to say I'm saying racist, and they're going to say I'm usually took it off my thing, but I'm not saying with the IST ending. It is CES ending. So if you hear that, it's not the other one that people I have accused of that. I used to like, no, not racist. It's racist, like a marathon type. I was like, oh, okay. So I clarify that when I start talking to people that don't know me. I do have problems with some words, CH words, and some like SH words, and I'm not the best at graphic stuff. So maybe a little extra whatnot. My photos that are just there, just so you know. Okay, enough of that. The start line. When we get to the start line, it's scary because we have self-doubt. Everybody deals with that. We have anxiety. We have lack of motivation. We have nerves. We have the unknown. Everybody does that. We do it every day. We get out of bed. We go through that. It doesn't stop. It never gets better. It never will. Taking the first step is going to be your hardest. I do Tough Mudders, and one of the sayings is this one who was a guy who is an MC for Tough Mudder. His name is John Corbell. He does funny stuff. Comedian, that's what it's called. He does that, and he was talking to this guy who was on his deathbed, and he said, if you could talk to anybody in the world for what was something that you'd ask them, what's something you'd say to them, and this guy who said on his deathbed, when was the last time you did something for the first time? Remember that. Every day you get out of bed, you're struggling, something seems hard. It's like, I want to do this, but no, maybe I shouldn't do it. It's like, no, when was the last time I did something for the first time? Remember that. This is my very first race that I did. I was a volunteer the year before as a Spartan, which is another race, which when you get into that one, because it's fun. It's the same family now, but it's a different atmosphere in US. That's my son by me. This is his second season. My very first Warrior Dash. It was muddy walking in. That's why my legs are so muddy, because it was all muddy that year. So yeah, that field getting to it was muddy. And I am going down that slide. And look at me. I am terrified going. My son's having a blast. I'm like, okay, I'll slow down. I'll start. Oh, did anyone catch what I just said? Okay. It was scary. I had a great time at that race. It started a new journey for me. This is my 9th season doing races. It is my 10th season as a volunteer. But it's a wonderful feeling. Don't be afraid to go out and do something different. I'm saying, go out and do this. If you can't do it physically, be a volunteer. That's what I tell Vicki all the time. Well, I can't do the rest. No, but you can be a volunteer. You can embrace the enjoyment by being the volunteer. Why start? We start the cross line every day. Life is a journey, it's not the destination. Why not start? What is there to lose? What do you have losing by not starting? What do you have losing by not coming up and towing that line? If you think about it, you tow the line every day. Like I said earlier, you get out of bed, you tow the line. It's a part of life. You start a new project, you start a new job, You make new friends. You're towing the line. Why do you start it? Sometimes it's your family. Sometimes it's your friends. Does it matter? No. You just gotta be brave enough to go out and get it done. The journey. This is the best part. When you're out on that course, whatever course it is that you're on, like the course today is here. This is our course. Oh, I forgot to do something. Before I go any further, while we're still at the start gate, I want you all look around. See the people next to you? Like, look around. They're supposed to be standing. I ain't gonna make you stand up. I just want you to look around. These are the people that are on the course with you. They're on the journey with you. Take a look at them, enjoy them, embrace them. They're on your course. You're all here. We're doing this together. Okay, now we can go back onto the journey. Sorry about that. It's for the view. What do you see when you're on your journey? You see flowers, you see trees, you see people's smiles. You make the memories. Memories are powerful. Take the pictures, make those memories. That's why I tell people, well, I was like, no, take pictures, make the memories. It's all about the memories. Because we have nothing left, you have your memories. Purpose. What are we here for? What do we do? Why are we here? Are we here to ourselves, or are we here on this journey to make someone else's life better? Think about that as powerful. I was talking to, messaging with a friend of mine on the way up this morning, and she's like, oh, things are really rough. I'm like, they're bad. It's like, I said, enjoy the day. Embrace it. It's like, oh, I gotta work on it. It's tough to go. Yeah, maybe so. But when you're at work, you can be making a difference in someone else's life. You can make them a smile. You can give them a hug. You can be the person that the only person they talk to all day long. You can be the person that saves their life. It's very powerful to embrace the journey because you never know what someone else is going through. Yes, I get emotional because I remember a time that I go to the grocery store or anywhere shop or whatever, and that was the only person I talked to all day long. Was the person that was checking me out. So it's very important to say hi to somebody because you never know what they're going through. Willpower. Willpower is powerful. It's like you have to go through and not let it get into your mind that you can't do this. Because the minute that one little spot that says, no, you can't do it, game's over. Because going through any race, especially adrenaline races or endurance races, like I like to do, it is 90% mental, 10% physical. Once that little tiny bit of self-doubt gets into my brain, game's over, I struggle, I plummet, I start crying on the course, like I can't do this, why am I here? And my son goes, like, Mom, you can do this, I believe in you, you can finish. These people believe in you, your friends believe in you, you can cross that line. I have to remember that. That's why willpower is very important. Remember, when you're suffering, remember that. Adrenaline, that's the fun part. That's what gets you through that course. That's that 10% of your body say you can make it to that finish line. It's very difficult. It's always difficult. It will ever always be difficult to cross that line, to get on that journey. There are times when you're on that journey, you will stop. And you're like, okay, I gotta take a break. It's okay to take a break. Just don't quit. There are times in that journey, you're like, this is not going the way I want to. It's too difficult. Find a different path. It's okay to take a different path. Just don't quit. There are times you gotta find your support. Yeah, this is me enjoying the moment. Enjoying the moment. This one on the right is me under Conway barbed wire, and the one on the left is one of my Spartan races under a dunk wall. I'm enjoying the moment. I'm having fun. I'm in my heyday. That for me is a smile. So that is really good. Most people like I'm having fun. Find your support. I have a couple people up that support me that are not on here. But the first one's Dawn, who's over there. She did her, after knowing her for about 5 years, she finally went on her first 5K with me this year. Finally. 5 years I convinced him, you can do this. So my son's in the middle. I'm his support staff because I volunteer. And I'm also his pit crew when he does his big overnight races, I'll be there to make sure he has his fuel and everything to keep going and endurance him. And then I have Carrie on the far side, who is her first race ever. She did a 5K with me in the spring. Never did a 5K. She's in her 50s. First 5K ever. It's like, you finished. You got a PR because you stepped it. You finished that line. It's your PR. Didn't matter how long you take? No, because you finished that line. So find out who your support is. Embrace them. Let them know. Because not sometimes they're supporting you, but sometimes you are supporting them. You are their encouragement as much as they are your encouragement. The finish line. What is the finish line? We all have different finish lines. The finish line could be finishing a project, going to a meeting, getting your daily calories, staying under your daily calories. It could be drinking all your water for the day. It doesn't matter. It's your finish line. It could be, on the 18th, I did a 20-mile hike. That's my finish line. I'm proud to say I was in the first 3 dozen people to start. Well, let me back up. 1,200 people registered for this Mammoth March. First time in Minnesota. 960 started that line. I was in the first 3 dozen to start. Those are the only ones that started in front of me were the only ones who did not pass me. I was the last to cross that line. Doesn't matter? No, because I finished. And I can say that I finished strong because there are people who are 4 miles away from the finish line. 4. And they quit. I'm like, this is 4 miles. You've been out here for 16 miles. You can't make another 4 miles. You're not bleeding. There's no broken bones. You got water. So I'm like, there's no way I would stop that close to the finish line unless there was some physical things saying you can't do. I'm like, I don't get it. So I'm proud to say I don't care if I was last. Because my finish is just as important to me as being last as the first one across that line. Because it's all about the finish, and that's what matters. Remember that as you go through your journey, it's about the finish. Finish strong in whatever you do. Finish. Because you need that for your mental health, you need it for your physical health, you need it for the person that's sitting next to you saying, hey, I can't do this. You're like, yeah, you can. We can do it together. We'll cross that line together. Celebrate the win. This is what it looked like after doing my first our Warrior Dash. And the middle one is me doing my first hot chocolate race. It was 2018. It was a blizzard that day. Everyone who was on, no matter what race distance they were doing, everybody did a 5K because it was that bad. And that is me after I finished my 20-mile march. It took me 9.5 hours to walk it, not including the hour for waiting for getting lunch to the bathroom and taking pictures and the pit stops and stuff like that along the way. So it's actually on the course for 10.5 hours, roughly. But yeah, anyways, that's another story. But celebrate that win. No matter what that win is, no matter if your win is, I got up and I brushed my teeth today. Celebrate it. Because getting up and brushing your teeth is a very big deal. You've got to do that health-care, that self-care. Take care of yourself. Above all else, you have to take care of you before you can take care of anybody else. Above all, give thanks. For this year, this picture, it was December 22, I had my right knee replaced. March of 23, I had my left knee replaced. I couldn't be on the course. I could only be a volunteer. It was called the Unholy Grail for Tough Mudder that year. It was, if I get this right, a 5K, a 10K, right? So far?
Saturday was a 5 and a 15.
Oh, sorry. So 5K and a 15 on Saturday, a 12-hour overnight, Saturday night, and a 5K Sunday, and a 10K on Sunday. And I volunteered all those hours so my son could be on that course. After he finished his last one, we called in his buddy from Duluth, said, hey, I'm struggling, can you come down and help me get across that finish line? His buddy had nothing going on, So he came down to do the last 2 races with him to get him to that finish line, which was totally amazing. Anyways, that was story. He went up and talked to the closing MC guy who does electric therapy. His name is Clinton Jackson. And he said, I want to present my mom with this shirt. This is my picture on my Facebook. Yeah, it's 2 years old now. I don't care. It's staying there because it's special to me. I look sad and crying because it's emotional. Because he gave me his finisher shirt for finishing those races. Because I was there for him. I got to give him his last 2 headbands on his head because he crossed that finish line. He was beat. He was broken. Physically, he was exhausted. Can you imagine doing how many kilometers? A lot. In that kind of distance from 7:45 a.m. until one day till like 4-ish p.m. the next day. Solid, nonstop, moving. It's heartbreaking. And I love that picture because you celebrate and give things to everybody who helps you along the way, no matter how small. If they just give you a hug, a pat on the back, a smile, say, hey, thumbs up, you got this. Give them thanks because they need to hear that they are appreciated for what they said to you, as well as you need to hear what they told you. Okay, questions about, you can ask these out loud, you can ask these out to yourself. What journey are you currently on? Anyone have a journey that they were willing to share that they're on right now? We are all on, okay, Don.
To try and walk that next 5K with you coming up.
That's right. She's going to do a 5K with me. It's the Hot Chocolate 5K. We're doing it virtual because I don't want to deal with the mess in the cities. And I'm doing a 15. She's going to do a 5. And I don't want to have to deal with a time hack saying you have to be done by X amount of time. I can do the distance, but doing it in that, and it's like, a 5K in a short time, yes. But 9 plus, I'm like, no. No. So, yes. Anyone else have a journey you want to share? I know we're all on the same journey of staying healthy and losing our pounds or keeping our pounds off. We are all on that journey. Vicky, what journey are you on?
My journey was having a good fall route.
Yes. Steve, what journey are you on right now?
I'm always on a journey, but it's, even though I'm a cops, staying a cops is a journey.
It is a journey. I'm going to pick on my other 2 people with me back there. Ardell and Judy, what journeys are you on right now? Oh, they moved up here so they can see me better. Judy, what journey are you on?
Just trying to lose weight,
Right.
a little bit at a time. I don't really have a goal. When I feel like I have lost enough, that will be my goal.
And Ardell, what's your journey?
Yep, that's kind of the same.
Okay.
There are other little projects too that I've started to keep at.
And the lady with the hat.
My journey is making sure I have at least 8 cups of water a day so I don't end up back at the neurologist.
There we go. That's a very important journey to be on. Getting those ounces in for the day, whatever it is. What obstacles are in your way? Comfort food is a big obstacle. You have a bad day, you need to eat. You want that instant feel better stuff. So lately I've been crafting because if I'm going down and using my hands and sewing projects, I'm not eating as much. Sometimes I forget to eat. I call down, I was like, I didn't eat today. Or I'm still working on my breakfast and it's 7 o'clock at night and I'm still eating my breakfast because I forgot. I've done that. What stopped me along the way?
When there's stress in the family, I don't feel like drinking my water, writing my calories, writing my protein, writing my carbohydrates. I just forget it for maybe a month at a time.
Exactly. Is it okay to have bumps along the way or stops along the way? It's totally okay. We all been there. We all gotta start somewhere. We're all on this journey. Can we be on more than one journey at a time? Of course we can. I have my house journey. I have my faith journey. I have my race journey. I have my family, and I'm starting Anyways, another story. I want to start doing arts and crafts fairs. So that's another journey I have going on. And depression journey, dealing with mental health. That journey is going to be a long going journey. There's no getting off that one. There's no finish line for that one. But I'm still going to finish strong.
Even if you're not an artist, it's important to take time for arts and crafts.
It does.
Really helps your mental health.
It does, and one thing about arts and crafts, I mean, artists are social. I'm not creative. You don't have to be creative. Let the colors speak to you. This stuff is like, oh, this is a pretty color. What can I make with this color? Because one thing about art, it's in the eye of the beholder. There's someone was telling me about this big picture, like huge picture, and also this is a paint of hand paint, and they poured it on, and it's so far $1 million or whatever the number is, and it's like there's nothing there. It's just paint on a canvas. I'm like, oh, I feel this, that. Like, there's no feelings there. There's no picture. There's no sunrise. There's no flowers. There's nothing except for paint on the canvas. So don't tell me you guys can't be artists, because you can. Yeah, that sells for big bucks. Yeah, you guys are your little owls having me today. Should be worth a couple dollars. Think about it. Well, then it's worth more because it's going to go up. It's got great crease lines. Okay, who's supporting you? Who's stopping you? My people stopping me? Other people saying, you can't do this. You're too old, you're too broken, you're too poor, you're this and that. And I'm like, no, you're not stopping me. I'm still going to do it. The very good person stopping me is myself, saying, I can't do it. Find your support. What is your finish line? Your finish line is whatever you want it to be. Whether it is, we talked about earlier, staying under calories, drinking your water, being to bed by a certain time, getting home after a meeting. That is all your finish line. Being here can be your finish line. Because it took a lot to say, commit to that. I'm going to go. I'm going to show up. I'm going to see what this is all about. This could be your finish line. Or it could be your start line. Either way. Or it could just be a stop along your journey. However you look at it, it's your race. As they say, your race, your pace. Is it ongoing, or is there a designated ending? That's another open-ended question. It can have a designated ending. When I do my races, I have a designated ending. It stops here. But when it comes to, I don't know, making projects for a craft show, is there a designated? No, there's no designated ending. Is there a designated ending for how many pictures I want to take in a year? No. I just want to take pictures. I want to see how many different pictures I can take. There is no ending. It's a reward or achievement, but in the end, that's up to you. Do you want to celebrate it? Do you want to feel good about it? Am I getting out of bed and brushing my teeth? Is my end line is that I get up and I brush my teeth? Hey, I'm going to celebrate that, because I remember to brush my teeth today. If you ever had mental health and you suffer from depression, you know how hard it is sometimes to remember to brush your teeth. It's a struggle. It's like taking your meds. It's like, oh yeah, did I take my? Oh wait, I guess I did take my meds today. It's hard. It's very hard. So be patient with people who struggle with that, because give them that support, because they might not know that they forgot, or it's like, so remind them politely. Be their support. Cheering them on about it, not putting them down because they didn't do it. Time to shine. Anyone have any thoughts, concerns, fears, or comments for me?
I am fearful of becoming a cop. Why? I don't really know, but it's really a struggle to lose the last 5 or 10 pounds.
That would be scary, because when you're there, it's like, I would feel like more pressure's on you, because you have to stay within that, was it 7-pound range? If I remember it, 10-pound range of staying in that. And that is scary, because it's like, you know, you have a bad day or you have a bad week or two, you're out. Then you have to start all over again, and that would be very scary. Very, very scary. Anyone have any questions for me that I can try to answer?
I think my fear is but I won't be able to maintain costs if I reach it.
That is a major big fear. I understand that all too well. Food for thought. Why or why not start your journey? Decide where you're finished. Decide your finish line. What is your finish line and what's stopping you? Think about these as tonight as you're driving home, tonight in the next few days. Think about your journey, what journey you're on, what fears you're facing, how important it is for you to get to that finish line, whatever that finish line is. In closing, I would like everybody to stand up. Oh, who's got papers? I looked at my Tough Mudder pledge that we use at the bigger venues and the Spartan prayer guide, the prayer that we use, and I kind of looked at them as inspiration and they're reworded to fit us and what we do in our journey. Vicki made copies for people to take home to your chapters. If you want to use them, great. If you don't, that's fine too. It doesn't matter, but we're doing this together. We're here, so we are going to use this today, for now, for this session. We're not done for the day here. We're just done with this session. I want to clarify that. Oh, DNF, people don't know what DNF is. If you've never done a race, you do not know what a DNF is. DNF is did not finish. That's what DNF stands for. So you might want to make a note of that on your piece of paper to remember that when you get to your chapters, like, what's a DNF? Oh yeah, did not finish. Everybody ready? I pledge that I will take what strength and knowledge I have and use it to embrace the obstacles that come along the way. I promise that I will not leave my fellow tops behind to overcome the obstacles alone. That my goal and journey are not over until we cross the line together. We are united as one on the journey we face every day. Regardless how many stops we must take, how many DNFs we get, we will finish together as one. Together we finish strong.